All right, today we're cracking open a really strange one from the Foundation's files. We're talking about SCP-292. This thing, it takes that weird little glitch in your brain we call déjà vu and turns it into something, well, something a whole lot more dangerous. Let's get right into it. You know that feeling, right? That split second where you'd swear you've lived this exact moment before. It's just bizarre. But what if it wasn't just your brain playing tricks on you? What if that feeling was an echo? A sign that time itself just got a quick do-over. That's exactly what we're digging into. So when you first look at the object at the center of all this, it seems, well, totally harmless. I mean, the first reports make it sound like something you just find sitting on a desk or maybe even in your kitchen. And here's the thing that's so wild about it. It's just a little yellow hourglass, 10 centimeters tall, measures exactly 60 seconds. That's it. There is absolutely nothing about this thing that screams reality-bending anomaly. It's almost like it's meant to be ignored. And that's the key right there. If you just flip it and let the sand run all the way through, nothing happens. It's just a plain old hourglass. And this is so important because it tells us that its weird powers aren't always on. There's a very specific, kind of hidden trigger. Okay, so how does this little timer manage to twist time? Well, the researchers figured out the secret wasn't about letting the minute finish. Nope. It was all about interrupting it. And the way you do that is really, really specific. It's basically this four-step dance. First, you flip the hourglass to start the clock. But, and this is the crucial part, before that 60 seconds is up, you flip it again. The second you do that, bam, time literally rewinds a few seconds. Now, if someone were watching from another room, they wouldn't see a thing. But for everyone nearby, the whole world just hit a replay button, and it leaves behind this incredibly intense wave of déjà vu. Yeah, this line from the file really nails what it feels like. It's not just some fuzzy, oh, this feels familiar kind of thing. It's a sharp, crystal clear memory of something that, well, in this new timeline, it technically didn't even happen yet. And the reports are clear. The closer you are to the hourglass when it happens, the harder it hits you. And let's be really clear here. This is no harmless party trick. Just being around this thing for too long starts to mess with your head. Seriously, a person's sense of reality just starts to fray at the edges. Turns out the human brain is not designed to handle time constantly getting a little edit, and the side effects are absolutely brutal. So, of course, the Foundation couldn't just lock it in a box and call it a day. They had to push it. They had to see just what this thing could do. And as you can probably guess, this is where the research takes a seriously dark turn. We're talking about direct human experiments to find out just how far this temporal influence could go. The question they wanted to answer was chilling. Can this thing give you a premonition of violence? The setup was horrifyingly simple. They took 2 D-class personnel. They told Subject 1, flip the hourglass, shoot Subject 2, then flip it back before the minute's up. The whole point was to see if the target, after time rewound, would somehow know what was about to happen. And the results? Well, they were undeniable. After time looped back, the guy who was supposed to be the shooter still felt this lingering aggression, like a psychic echo of what he was about to do. But here's the crazy part. The target was suddenly hit with this wave of pure anxiety. He couldn't explain it, but he knew deep in his gut that the other guy was a threat. The hourglass had basically sent him a warning from a future that never was. Okay, so the next question was pretty obvious, right? What happens if you just keep doing it over and over again? Well, experiment 29246 was set up to find out, and what they discovered was catastrophic. Just a complete disaster. I mean, look at how fast this all went sideways. The first flip, standard déjà vu, everyone's fine. But on the second flip, the subject actually hesitated. It was like his mind was screaming at him not to do it again, and then he just collapsed. By the third flip, it was game over. All the subjects went into what the researchers called temporal shock. They were totally disconnected from time itself, suffering from these awful hallucinations that stuck around for months. But here's the thing. After all those carefully planned, dangerous experiments, the biggest discovery they made about this object, it wasn't planned at all. It was a total accident. This is incident 29204. So, a senior researcher is getting ready for another test, just a routine thing, and he fumbles. He almost drops the hourglass. And in that single moment, everything the Foundation thought they knew about SCP-292 was about to be thrown right out the window. You have to hear the doctor's own words on this. He says 1 second he felt it slipping, And the next, he's grabbing it tight against his chest, hit by this massive wave of déjà vu. He had this crystal clear memory of almost dropping it. It felt just like the premonitions in the other experiments, right? But this time, the thing that was in danger was the hourglass itself. And that one incident, it led to a completely new and frankly terrifying hypothesis. What if this thing isn't just a passive tool? What if it's not just waiting for a person to flip it to rewind time? What if it can activate itself? And this is the idea that changes everything. The new theory is that the doctor's feeling it wasn't a warning of what might happen, it was a memory of what did happen. In the first version of events, he dropped it, but the hourglass, to stop itself from being destroyed, triggered its own power. It rewound time by a split second, just enough for the doctor to catch it. Think about that. It acted to save itself. It has a survival instinct. And that's the question that got this thing reclassified and put under much, much tighter security. Because, look, an object that can mess with time is one thing. That's dangerous enough. But an object that can mess with time on purpose, to serve its own needs, well, that's a whole other level of terrifying. It's not just a weird hourglass anymore. It might be an entity, and we have no idea what else it might want to do.